he started dumping it on his property and then coming through with a water truck because it was like 90% acid, where if you buy it in a store, it's 30-something, 33 or something like
watered
that.
down.
It's really watered down. So he starts seeing these patches of white stuff, and he was like, what is that? So he took it to various places, and they didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And,
Claim not to anyway, but
well, he needed a metallist, a professional.
yeah, expert in the field.
So he found a guy from Germany that retired and moved to California.
Yeah.
And he still had his original, I'm just going to call it a burner.
Yeah. The German guy?
Yeah.
Those Germans, they burn anything.
Well, they're experts on metal.
Yeah.
More than anywhere in the world. Okay. They wrote the book
Yeah.
in German, so he had to have it deciphered. He actually bought this book. But anyways, so this guy had the largest metal machine for burning metals, burning products to see what it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
See what metal it's.
The German guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he burned and he found rhodium, iridium, palladium,
All the idioms.
copper, silver, and then it went a long time with nothing. So he just went ahead and let it go. So a long time, nothing, and then it was gold.
Surprise,
then he found gold.
Hell yeah.
Then it was gold. But he found all these other precious metals that was in gold.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, then I took the powder and I turned it into gold.
Yeah.
So I made gold out of your white powder.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of them making diamonds out of it, compressing it enough.
So then he said, then I broke it back down again and made the white powder again. He says, what your stuff is gold.
Hell yeah.
He said, so then after all these special tests, he patented it under Ormus.
Okay.
So David Hudson has the patent of Ormus, which I can make that and colloidal gold.
In the microwave?
No.
No, not that.
I don't take
the gold.
I don't take real gold and make the white powder. I take sea salt.
Okay.
All the gold in the world ends up in the ocean.
Himalayan.
Ends up in the salt mines.
Yeah.
So I take lye.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I make a 10% solution, and so I put it in a nice jar, and I mix the sea salt. Then I squirt it in with a pH tester.
Yeah.
And you don't go past 10.78.
Hell yeah. Walter
then
White
all
over
the gold
here.
will fall out of solution.
Yeah.
And it looks like little white angels or doves
snowing,
falling down.
Hell yeah.
Then they call it the wet method. And then you get this stuff kind of looks like yogurt or something, a white yogurt.
Yeah.
And you get that much. And then people take it that way. But then I turn it into powder.
Yeah.
So I dry it out. Oh, and you got to rinse it 4 times.
Okay.
Suck the top water out.
Okay.
Because it's salt.
Yeah.
And anything past 10.78 has toxic metals and
the not good. Yeah.
So 10.78 only gets what you want
to
fall out of solution. Okay. If you go past that, they say use vinegar and just start over. But I would just throw that out and start fresh.
Yeah.
You don't want stuff in it. You don't want to make those mistakes.
Yeah.
It's your health. So, and I can't really take Ormus because it makes my stomach too alkaline. Where colloidal gold or monatomic white powder gold don't do that.
A little more forgiving.
See, I originally made a water machine to make water alkaline.
Yeah.
Took 2 water jugs, put 2 shower drains in it, and then connected it with a PVC.
Yeah.
I hung, actually the shower drain, metal drain, you need titanium, but I
stainless work? You do stainless steel?
So I just used stainless steel, and I hung it in front of the opening of both. I cut a big hole so I can get in there.
Yeah.
Then I hooked it to 120, and you put distilled water on both sides and a little sea salt, little salt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then one side will become alkaline, the other side will become acidic.
Mm-hmm.
The other side, you'll see all kinds of yucky stuff.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even believe that was in the water.
Yeah.
It's like there's
cooking it out. Yeah.
Some creatures in our water that you can't see.
Oh yeah.
And through electricity, you're able to find out.
Yeah,
You're
shock
like,
them
holy
out.
Shit,
Yeah.
all kinds of micro things.
Oh
in
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
But then I was taking a high, 10 or whatever I wanted it to be, pH, because it's 7.6 normally, and you're raising it to 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, I was bloated.
Yeah.
I didn't have enough acid in my gut to digest the food
Yeah.
because of the
Balance
water.
it back out there.
So you don't want to make your body alkaline through your stomach, through drinking. You want to do it through gold.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Like
Now you said you do it like powder.
Well, I do.
You don't do the yogurt.
Liquid. The colloidal gold is a liquid.
Okay.
It's ruby red. It's like a water, a colored water. It's what it looks like.
Yeah.
But you could do that with 2 rods, gold and copper, or 2 gold rods with 120.
Any way to electrify it.
And
Yeah.
it peels off nanoparticles into the water.
Yeah.
So small you won't even notice the rod wearing down.
You'd have to have
Okay.
the microscope. Yeah.
So that rod will last a long time. Or you can get an acid base with gold melted into this acid,
Yeah.
and then with 2 other chemicals put it in a microwave.
Yeah.
And the microwave is high electricity.
Yeah. All kind of wavelengths in there.
It turns that solution, it changes the pH, and it turns that gold in the solution into nanoparticle size
Okay.
through high voltage, and in 3 minutes it turns ruby red. Boom, you're
Hell
done.
yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Now you can take that's
Cook
only
that like a hot pocket, like 3 minutes flat.
boom,
Hell yeah,
you got
done.
your ruby red for the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Hell
So
yeah.
that only costs $3, where you would buy a quart
Like 90
jar
or
for
whatever.
90.
Yeah.
And that little bottle cost me $55, but it's probably $90 now.
Yeah.
But it makes 500 jars.
Good forever, pretty much.
So I got enough solution to make for me for a good long time.
Hell, when the world ends, I know where to go.
Yeah. Or if you have shoulder problems,
Yeah.
colloidal silver.
Okay.
Silver kills. See, if you had a motorcycle
I've heard that
wreck,
about copper.
copper.
Yeah.
See, it kills bacteria.
Yeah.
Copper is the best bacterial killer
Yeah.
in the pool business.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Up
But
up in
if
New
you
York, I was
get-
in the hospitals. They had copper handrails and everything. They believed that much in it. That
doorknobs, everything's copper,
Yeah.
so it don't grow bacteria.
Yeah.
It actually kills the bacteria.
yeah. Yeah.
So I used to wear a copper thing. I don't really see some of the best things you don't notice it's working.
Until
It's
way
so-
after.
But it's so subtle. You realize I don't have any more pain.
Holy
didn't
shit, I can
realize
see.
when
Yeah.
You don't realize when it left.
Yeah.
The best medicines is subtle.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's instant, it's too good to be
Now,
true.
I don't know. Have you ever heard of? You wouldn't do this, but it's good to know.
Let's hear it. Hell, you
Have you
never
ever-
know. I might dabble.
Have you ever heard of urine therapy?
Let's hear it. Oh, I'm intrigued.
Urine also gets rid of inflammation.
I've heard